In this video, we're going to talk about the winning feeling and why that's very important to hone into when it comes to becoming an alpha male. The reason why this is important is because the winning feeling is the feeling that you get when you achieve the goal that you had in mind. Okay, for example, if you want to become someone who is an amazing basketball player, the winning feeling will be the feeling of being an amazing basketball player and people admiring you. That feeling is gonna be so exhilarating and so exciting that you're gonna want to have it more and more and more. All right, and that desire to replicate that feeling is gonna cause you to take action a lot more. It's gonna cause you to almost make it inevitable that that's going to happen. All right, so in a sense the feeling becomes almost like a compass, almost like a GPS system, where you're not following the quote unquote outcome, the what you see in your mind. You're more following the feeling, whatever gets you closer to that feeling. All right, so the reason why this is important is because whenever you will inevitably feel like shit, you will inevitably feel like giving up. All right. So the reason why I want everyone to use the winning feeling is because when you have that winning feeling, it gives you more motivation, it gives you more desire, and also your self-image is right intact with how you feel. Because when people say, I just don't feel like myself, you see, your identity is tied up to the state that you have. So in a way, you are what you feel because your actions come from your emotions. So if you want to be that guy who gets all the girls, who women are just naturally drawn to, you have to be able to feel like that guy before you become it. Because when you begin to feel like that guy, your brain will ensure that your actions arise from that emotion, which is of a man who's attractive. So slowly but surely, your actions will begin to mirror this image that you have in your mind. But the thing is that we first want the outcome rather than first having the one thing that we can have right now, which is the winning feeling. When you have that winning feeling, it's gonna feel as though this is inevitable. I swear to God, that feeling of this is bound, it's just gonna happen because you really feel it inside. All right. So when you have that feeling, it feels as though it's already done because it is already done. So all you have to do is continue taking action, continue to reinforce that emotion through going back into your memories and feeling how it is to become that guy, and then just keep taking action because your actions will inevitably reflect the emotion that you have. And as a result, the outcome will reflect what you have in your mind. But it all starts with feeling it first. So if a girl, let's say if you're talking to a girl, you're on a date and she rejects you, rather than feeling like a loser, get back into that winning feeling and feel how it feels to win. All right, because from that place, rather than losing yourself, rather than feeling like shit, you're still going to feel like you are the bomb. So you can never lose because you lose when you feel like you lost. All right, but if you always feel as though you're winning, you have learned to cultivate an undefeated mentality. So rather than feeling like shit, rather than seeing guys that are attracted to women and then looking at yourself and feeling like you're not worth it, what I want you to do is cultivate that feeling of winning already before it happens. Okay, because that winning feeling is going to give you that drive, that motivation, that desire, and your actions will inevitably reflect it, and it's going to be attractive, and women are going to become attracted to it. So the way you make this happen is simple. All you gotta do is ask yourself this question. Suppose that I'm that guy that women find extremely attractive. What would that look like? Or what would that feel like if I became that guy who women want? What would that feel like if women continue to give me attention? What would that feel like? All right. And then notice how that feels. Remember how that feels and continue to come back to that feeling. All right. So when you feel as though someone rejected you, ask yourself, what would it feel like if I was actually a guy who's successful with women and got rejected? Suddenly you're going to realize, oh, wait a minute. A guy who's an actual alpha male doesn't feel like shit when a girl rejects them because the reality is based on how they feel about themselves, not on how women feel about themselves. Okay. So what's going to happen is that state is going to cause you to view and perceive the outcomes that you get from taking action from a place of power, from a place as though you can never lose, which will ensure that your success in your journey becomes inevitable. You see what I'm saying? So it becomes almost like a shield from doubt, from pain, and from all of the things that you will encounter in this journey. All right. And so when you're talking to a girl and you have that winning feeling inside, she's going to sense it. She's going to sense she's talking to someone who believes that they are attractive, who assumes that women want them. All right. And also because you have that feeling, you don't need the outcome anymore. You're not looking for the outcome because you already have it, because in reality, you're going for that state. That's where we're really coming from. In reality, what you really want out of this is to feel attractive. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, the winning feeling is all about feeling the success that you will inevitably have. Using that success, using that feeling of inevitability as a shield against doubt, against self-criticism, and against anything that may stop you from achieving your goal. And from then on, you can take action and ensure that you will become an alpha male, that you will become a man that every woman wants. So in the next section, we're going to talk about borrowing abundance from the future. This will ensure that your success becomes inevitable and almost as though you're taking an automatic road to the outcome that you want to have in your mind, to become an alpha male, to become a guy that women want. All right. So I'll see you in the next session, and take care.